Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today is day one of Contemporary-A-Thon, and originally I wasn't going to participate in Contemporary-A-Thon because my whole February TBR is all sci-fi and fantasy, but of course last minute I decided to participate because I was just feeling really left out. I was seeing everyone's TBR videos and seeing all these tweets and Instagram posts, and I was just getting excited for it. So I decided to throw together a TBR, and I also decided to daily vlog this week. I'll just tell you guys kind of some of the things I might read this week. I don't physically own any of these books because I just recently unhauled a bunch of contemporary books that I'd owned for years and was never going to read. I feel like contemporary is the genre that I'm the most picky about. Like, there's only a select number of topics in the contemporary genre that I like reading. I used to just buy anything people talked about and said that was good, but most of it was stuff that I'm just like not interested in. Like, I don't want to read any books with like illnesses, like where that's like the main topic. I don't want to read any straight white high school romances, which was like 90% of the contemporary books that I owned. So I do have a couple of e-arcs that I might read this week from authors that I really love. The first one being A Prince on Paper by ALYSSA Cole. This is the third book in the Reluctant Royals series, and I love the series a lot, so I might get to that one. I also have The Bride Test by Helen Huang, which is the companion to The Kiss Quotient. And then I have The Unhoneymooners by Christina Lauren. So yeah, those are three arcs that I might get to this week. I also have Birthday Girl by Penelope Douglas, which is a book I really wanted to read during Smut-A-Thon and I never got to. And this one is like a smutty age gap romance between a woman and her boyfriend's father. And there's also Criminal Intentions by Cole McCade, which is a male-male romance series that I've really been wanting to start reading. And these are about homicide detectives who become partners, but they don't like each other, and one of them is like this grumpy older man, and then the other one is like this new hotshot young detective, I think. And it just sounds really good. And there's also two books by LJ Shen, I think is the author's name, and I literally don't know anything about these books, but I'm definitely going to read them this week because I'm buddy reading them with Mel from Mel to the Annie. So those two are Vicious and The Kiss Thief. Again, I know nothing about these books other than I think Vicious is one people say that the guy in it is like Carden from The Cruel Prince, which I'm totally here for. And then the last two books that are on my TBR are actually ones that I posted in a poll on my Instagram stories last night asking you guys to pick which one should be my first read. So let's go in and see what book won. The two that I was deciding between are The Simple Wild by K.A. Tucker and then Autobiography by Christina Lauren. Last week when I decided to do Contemporary-A-Thon, I also posted on my Instagram story asking for contemporary recommendations, and these were the two books that were recommended to me the most. When I checked last night at the poll, it was 50-50, so who knows what won. Okay, so Autobiography won, it got 54%, and then Simple Wild got 46%, so it was still close, but looks like I will be starting with Autobiography. So this is, I believe, Christina Lauren's only young adult book, which I've read a lot of their adult romances and really liked them. But this book, I'm pretty sure it's a male-male romance about this guy who is bisexual, and he was completely out of the closet, and then his family moves to a more conservative town where there's mostly Mormons, and so he kind of has to go back into the closet because he just doesn't feel comfortable being out in this town. I think he enters like some sort of school program where he has to like write a book or a play or something, and the guy who's mentoring the program is Mormon, and they have a romance. Literally everyone I know who's read this has given it 5 stars and it has said it's like the greatest thing ever, so I'm definitely excited for that. Oh, I should probably check if my library even has it, because I obviously don't own it. I didn't really plan this through. I also wanted to do, there's Instagram challenges and I wanted to do them, but the challenge for today is to post a picture of your TBR, and since I don't own any of these books, I'm probably gonna skip today's Instagram challenge. Okay, good. My library has the audiobook. I'm gonna check it out. Oh, it's only 9 hours? I can definitely finish that today. So today is the perfect day for the readathon to start because it's my day off. I don't have any classes on Monday. I can just chill and read all day. It's also like really gloomy day outside, so I think it's the perfect day to just like maybe make some hot chocolate and sit in bed and start reading. Are you making a mess? Oh, baby. So I'm using this iPad that only my stepdad really ever uses. And I just noticed that the only 3 apps loaded on here are Angry Birds 2, Angry Birds Star Wars, and Angry Birds. Okay, so I've only read like 30 pages, but I'm already loving this book so much. Weirdly, there are a lot of parallels to my own life. So it's kind of like, I don't know if you could tell when I was reading it, I was having like reactions to it because there are just so many similarities with my life. Like the main character is bisexual, and when he came out, he lived in like a more progressive area and then ended up moving to a more conservative area and kind of had to go back in the closet a little bit. And I relate. When I came out, I was living in Boston, Massachusetts, which is just a super like liberal, LGBTQ friendly area. And it was like, no big deal, whatever. And now I live in Texas, and without like getting too much into my personal life and like where I specifically live, I'm definitely like a lot less out than I was when I lived in Boston. Also, like I said, most people in this town are Mormon, and my childhood best friend is Mormon, and I spent a lot of time with their family. The only times I've ever been to church is when I would spend Saturday night at her house, and then in the morning I would go with them to church, which was always an experience. So yeah, like I said, there's just like a lot of parallels to my life, and it's really weird and kind of like freaking me out, but it's cool, and I'm really liking it so far. Oh my god. Be nice. Okay. Okay, so I just finished autobiography, and oh my god, you guys, it was so good. It might be my new favorite YA contemporary ever. It's definitely my favorite Christina Lauren book ever. It was just everything. Like, it was so good. I cried sad tears, I cried happy tears. It was a roller coaster. So like I mentioned, it is about this boy who's bisexual, and he came out to his family, and then he ended up moving from Palo Alto to Utah to like a community that is predominantly Mormon. He signs up for this seminar where you write a book, and the guy who is the mentor, who had previously been in the seminar and the book that he wrote is being published, his name is Sebastian, and he is the bishop's son, and him and the main character, Tanner, fall in love, and they're dealing with the issues of Sebastian being Mormon and homosexual relationships are viewed as a sin. It's just, it's so good, and I think it really handled the topic of homosexuality and religion very well. I think it did a really good job of skirting the line between showing some of the negative sides of religion when it comes to homosexuality, but also not outright demonizing religion as well. I feel like it's a very tricky line, and I liked how it was handled. I also just loved both Tanner and Sebastian as characters. They were so cute. So yeah, I gave this 5 out of 5 stars. Starting off this readathon, amazing. It's only 6 o'clock, so I could potentially read something else tonight. I think I'm gonna go make dinner, and then I'll come back and let you guys know if I did read anything else. Okay, so I just finished editing this vlog, and I don't think I'm gonna read anymore tonight, so I wanted to come back on and close the vlog. But since I am daily vlogging this week, I wanted to do like a booktuber shout out at the end of all my vlogs this week. So today's booktuber shout out is going to be Haley Marie Reads. She is a newer booktuber. I think she started her channel like in October, maybe? And I literally found her channel. I think I was like her 9th subscriber or something. I found her channel like really quickly, and I just fell in love with her. She is like one of the sweetest people. Every time I watch her videos, I just feel really happy. She has this like energy where I just feel good when I watch her videos. So definitely check her out. I will leave her link down below. So that is going to conclude day 1. Tomorrow I'm starting one of my buddy reads with Melanie. We are reading The Kiss Thief by L.J. Shen, which I know nothing about, and the synopsis on Goodreads is really vague. So I don't think I'm going to start that tonight. I kind of just want to finish watching season 3 of One Day at a Time because I'm almost done with it. I think I have like 3 episodes left, which also, by the way, if you're not watching One Day at a Time, you need to, because it is like, it's such a good, feel-good, silly sitcom. It's on Netflix. It's about a Cuban-American family, and it's just like super awesome and inclusive, and they touch on a lot of current issues. It's just a great show. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I will see you tomorrow for another vlog.